Raidernation, it's your boy Graphk Raider, man, host of the Oaklosvegas podcast, back with another quick video. If this is your first time being here, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also, wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Shout out to Raiders Wire. I don't know how it took this long for me to come across this article, but great article. They spoke to DC about the new regime and what his thoughts were pretty much on Josh McDaniels. And it's crazy because it's such a far cry from what we got from his relationship with John Gruden. I'm going to read this real quick, you guys. Quote, DC, they told me that they were committed to me. And the cool thing, too, is in public. That's why I made this video, in public. They've been committed to me. He said via Raiders Wire. Usually when you get a new coach, GM, they kind of slow play it like, oh, well, we'll see. I've been through that. My future is always up in the air, it seems like. But these guys made it clear. No, we believe in you and you're our guy and believe we can win with you. And we're going to prove that to you. We're going to sign you to an extension. That's dope, man, because we all know, look, DC's play did improve year in and year out with Gruden. I'm going to be honest with you. I was very critical of Derek Carr. For those who follow this page, they know it's a love-hate relationship with me in terms of DC, right? I give him his flowers when he earns them. I take him away when he doesn't. And, Gruden never publicly really ever committed to DC. I mean, I can go back to an article with CBS, I believe in 2019, 2020, where I quote, he played good, Gruden said, via the San Francisco Chronicle. I'm not going to get into all the next year scenarios. I'm just going to say that 7-9 is a step forward. We took a step forward statistically. I think we took a step forward. We got to get a lot of guys healthy. We got a lot of things to look at and evaluate before we start making any assumptions. Year in and year out with Gruden, it pretty much was the same thing, right? Kind of heard behind the scenes, he was committed to DC, but publicly he wasn't. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've always said that Gruden never really had to come out publicly and say anything about being committed to his quarterback. He liked to keep his cards, close to his chest. I get it. It makes sense. I don't really understand why why he would need to hear publicly from Gruden's mouth that he was committed to him. But now it makes all the sense in the world that Carr was affected by that, by coming out and saying this to Raiders Wire, that, it was cool that he publicly, Josh McDaniels, came out and said, we're committed to you. So, I think, man, with this regime, especially with this weight coming off of DC's chest, us moving forward, being committed to him, long term, let's just be honest with you, the way Zeke set this contract up, we can move on from DC after this year. If he doesn't, live up to the standards that these guys are setting. But what do you guys think about this, Nation? Do you think moving forward that DC is going to elevate his play with Devontae Adams? We know that. And with all these guys they brought in, but with just the weight coming off of his chest of us publicly committing to him for the near future. What do you think about this? Shout out to Raiders Wire. Great interview. Loved it. You guys get a chance to check it out. Once again, DC says, they told me that they were committed to me, and the cool thing, too, is in public. That is something that we have not done in the past. So, hey, I'm here for it, man. DC, I hope you go ball out and you're an MVP candidate, and we make a run in the playoffs, man. Love you, Nation. One.